Continuing on with our 4 must-haves when looking for an MLM software company. Again, I want to remind everybody, use the app that you have on your phones that's been provided. Make sure to do the surveys and check the links. Second most important thing, remember, first most important thing, and this may be part of a survey or part of a quiz, is the relationship that you're going to have with your MLM software provider. Item number 2, compensation plan. I know a lot of you are thinking it's pricing, it's the software. Number 2, compensation plan. You're only going to have one chance at a first impression to reward, recognize, and incentivize your distributors. You're only going to have one chance for that compensation plan and those commissions to calculate accurately, on time, every time, and all the time. Here's what you need to think about. Your distributors are a volunteer army. And just like your employees, if your employees expect to be paid every other Wednesday like our employees do, your distributors expect to be paid when you tell them you're going to pay it. One of the biggest failures that I've seen in the industry and why we get a lot of companies coming from failed software companies, again, remember my first part, most MLM software companies are going to go through 3 providers before they find the right provider. What's the number one reason? Compensation plan. A lot of software companies say, yeah, they can run your compensation plan. They know what it's supposed to do. And guess what? When it comes time to pay your volunteer army, like your employees, on Wednesday, and they're expecting that check in their account, they're expecting to see the commissions in their back office, the software didn't calculate right. Because the software company that you selected, if it wasn't one of us, didn't know what they were doing. They didn't take the proper time to understand the compensation plan. This is why you want to be introduced. Remember what I told you in the first part, you want to talk to the team members that you're going to work with. Like we have a compensation plan director. We have several compensation plan managers. You want to talk to the compensation plan director, not the sales guy, okay? The sales guy is going to do what? He's going to say yes, yes, yes. Why? He wants to make the sale. The most important thing, regardless of how good the software looks, how well the back office and the shopping cart, it can all look great, but if it's lipstick on a pig, it's lipstick on a pig. Compensation plan and calculating commissions is most important. So my number one recommendation when it comes to compensation plans is, first of all, once you've selected the software company, or even before you select the software company, make sure that they've documented the compensation plan. How do you plan on rewarding, recognizing, and incentivizing your distributors? What are the ranks? What are the requirements for those ranks? And what are the rewards when they get to those ranks? So spend some time and talk to the compensation plan director, the compensation plan manager, the programmer that's actually going to spend the time and code your compensation plan. Because the days of years ago of just having a really simple unilevel that paid 4 or 5 levels, or having a 1/3, 2/3 binary, those days are gone. Okay, we're now in the competition mode with Amazon, with eBay. Your competition is the big house, big companies out there. They're selling products and services. Competition means you're competing against other MLM companies out there. So you need to have a compensation plan that's robust, that does 2 things. One, puts money in somebody's hands that just started in the company. Number one reason that people drop out of network marketing companies, they never got a check. A lot of companies are egotistical and say, we're not going to pay our distributors until they've earned $25 in commissions. Put $2 in somebody's pocket, okay? So again, go through the compensation plan, all of the rewards, all of the ranks, all of the requirements, those specifications. Every bonus that you're going to calculate needs to be gone through with your compensation plan director. And make sure you get a delivery date, because I know all of you, when you launch your company, you want to get it up running tomorrow. Okay? You want to tell your distributors when they're going to be able to start enrolling people, start bringing customers in, start selling, and most importantly, when they're going to start earning commissions. Number one thing is, if you tell a distributor they're going to get a paycheck on a Wednesday at 12 o'clock or on a Friday at 10 o'clock at night, they need to get that check. So besides just properly documenting the plan, properly reviewing it with the compensation plan director, you need to run some tests, okay? So 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you're planning on paying commissions, you might want to have a sandbox set up where you put some temporary transactions into, you put some customers into, you put some distributors into, and you've actually run commission calculations to make sure that the commissions are calculating the way that they should, so that when you tell your distributors you're going to pay them on this date, you've actually shown up and paid them on that date. So again, compensation plans can be really simple, they can be really complex. There's binary, there's unilevel, there's matrix, there's stair-step breakaway, there's coded bonuses, there's matching bonuses, there's bonus pools, there's generational bonuses. I can name off 40 different bonuses I know that we have programmed in our software. You need to make sure that those commissions are going to calculate accurately on time, every time, and all the time. Again, this is the second most important thing. We're going to talk to you in just a moment, or I'm going to talk to you in just a moment about the third most important thing, and that's the software, okay? What is the software going to do for you, and what are your expectations? So let's go to the next slide, third slide on software.